Hey everybody, XCI here. Welcome back to a Let's Play of Dragon Age Inquisition. Here we have Somley. We're in the keep. I just pulled on the table. It was just doing resource rounds for about half an hour or so while working on the craft. Probably 45 minutes. Cleaning inventory, working on stuff. So I'll show you what I did with the weapon. I finally upgraded my staff, as you can see right there. I did a pyronite or whatever it's called. I use that mostly on everything. I accidentally committed the staff instead. I wanted to show you before I committed it. But in any case, there's this. It's a stacked staff. So I did the blood stone or whatever it was that got me. You know what? I don't remember what are the things. The point is, I think the bloodstone was for the 1.5 Constitution, unless that was the pirate. Oh my god, I don't remember. Point is, that's what I got out of it. I ended up putting the corrupting rune on there as well. That got me to 94. Alas, I didn't get the bone. I just gave up on the good because I'm fairly certain that's coming from the dragons, the high dragons, not the dragonlings and all that stuff. So I just accepted it being a base of, I think it was 64 base, and then all these other bonuses and stuff. And I got the 3 guard on there. And then and that plus 20 damage versus living, that should help spike it and keep this staff pretty decent for the long haul, because I'm going to start doing campaign missions, so I'm likely not going to get to another map where a dragon is there. I didn't fight a dragon on the Sword Coast, but we saw the dragon fighting that giant. But then there's that one area I can't get to. I did that one requisition for the boats, but for some reason that didn't work. So I think there's something else missing there. I'm sure you guys probably already said something in the comments. I don't know. I'm recording way ahead, so I don't know. We got this thing right here. Locate weapon of Turda Bright Axe. Okay, so what is this? Inquisitor. As a longtime scholar of the ancient Avar, I find the information you uncovered about Turda Bright Axe fascinating. Many believe the Avar unsophisticated barbarians with no culture were stuttering, but do not the Orlesians say the same of us? The rich oral tradition of the Avar has been largely lost, leaving only these rune-marked fragments. Nevertheless, these confirm what we have heard in stories. Turda pulled her tribe away from a would-be warlord and chose a hard life in the mountains for uncertain reasons. It is fortunate that she did, for had the Avar remained, the ancient Alamari might have pushed north and attracted the attention of the Normanian tribes that would one day form the Tevinter Imperium. Had that happened, it is unlikely the Alamari would have survived to become Ferelden as we know it. Based on the marker runes left at each of these locations, I may be able to find the site where Trida's legendary axe is located, a crystal-headed axe set to burn with flame. Would be a fascinating find indeed if the Inquisition will finance my expedition. Absolutely. Oh, it's like we're in. Okay, what do we have here? Sister Dorcas has distant ties to Ferelden nobility. There are nobles who would happily gain favor with Arl Eamon by helping her. Oh, let's play a game here. The Avar tribes are not friendly. My scouts can get Sister Dorcas in and out of the mountains safely. If it's worth our time, I can provide this scholar with soldiers to protect her. I wouldn't put soldiers on this one. It'd be cool to find it. I think this is a scouting mission for all intents and purposes. This is a political gain. Gain favor with Eamon. Get nobles on our side for helping out, because then they get fame. But you know what? I don't play the noble game. I'm going to go in scouts
Let's
out.
see what we have.
20 hours. Holy crap. Well, this is pretty much the end of my session anyway, so probably after this one. So let's see. We have this one right here. Revere. Our work is done. The Venatori who took our soldiers will not claim more lives. At Sister Liliana's request, the soldiers' bodies were granted proper cremation in accordance with Southern Andrasian traditions. Oh my god, if this is a fireblade, that's better than the one I just made. I'll just reload. I'll reload. Oh, that was the pull in. That wasn't a new available mission. This is it. It's the Western approach. I can do rounds with people now. That other one was 20 friggin' hours. I got nothing that's going to compete with that. I'll tell you that much. There's no way. But I'd have to pay for a couple more unlocks here. Resources. I don't need any more resources now either, so... Oof. Alright, let's go back to Ferelden and let's check it out. sitting around doing nothing until we start moving things along. This right here, how come? I need a Liliana for this. Damn it. I've locked her in for 20 hours. Unless I reload. Otherwise I'm doing resource runs. I don't really need to. Did I not? I can't. Every time though. Money? I don't. Sure, okay. Let's send Colin for money.
All right.
And I guess you can go here while I talk to people.
At your service.
It does. So let's back up. Let's do a round. Oh, the blade is an upgrade. Oh, still, it might be a +5 Constitution. Nah. Mine might be magic. I don't know. We'll see when we're back down there. No? No?
If you've got questions, I'm your dwarf.
Here we go. Here we go. Why does it just say special? Is that a bug? Oh. Did I ever ask him this one? Why do I not remember?
Tell me the truth, Varric. Do you actually think I was sent by Andraste?
I might forget.
Shit. This is going to be awkward.
No.
I guess I do. Either you're guided by the hand of some higher power, or you have the worst luck.
Interesting. I don't think I've done this. Did the hawk one.
I wouldn't have pegged you as an Andrastian.
It's a great story. It's got heroism, love, betrayal, and random musical numbers.
He loves the story.
What's not to like?
Random
I don't
musical
have
numbers.
a nug in this race. It could be bullshit, it could be true. I'll never know.
Okay, maybe I did.
But I like the idea that maybe you could save the world with a song.
Is that a Buffy reference? What was the name of that episode? I remember that. Anyways, let's dig into this.
Let's be realistic. It could be both.
You've got a point. Look at all the shit that's happened to you. You were saved from the explosion that leveled a mountaintop and fell out of the Fade.
You got it, Bear.
You traveled through time,
That's
faced
right.
down one of the ancient magisters who started the Blights, had a mountain fall on you, and lived. One of those things would be impossible. All of them together?
That's right, right?
That's a miracle.
That's right.
I'm starting to see your point.
Just
none
try
of those
to warn
will
me
fit. I
before
don't care
falling
anymore.
into the
That's
Fade
fine.
again, would you? I hate that place.
Headcanon fixes all. When the lines don't work,
Need something?
headcanon
Or
it.
are you just here to admire the dwarf?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Been here, done that.
Thanks. No problem.
All right. Let's check him out again, just in case he.
Stone Mat
something to
Inquisitor.
say.
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what, you finish one, and I'll write it up. Who better, right? A
Finish
good
one like,
dwarven
oh my god,
perspective.
like a mosaic. Like I gotta get all
Another
the
time.
pieces of the mosaic,
Best of
and
the
then
vein.
he'll have something to say. I want to. No, I'm never gonna get it. I'm never gonna get it. That's gonna go aside. Let's not do that. Let's go in here. Damn it.
I don't know what you think you're doing.
I'm being clucked at by a hen, evidently.
Don't play the fool with me, young man.
If I wanted to play the fool, I could be rather more
Storming
convincing, I assure
upstairs.
Your glib tongue does you no credit.
Oh,
you. You'd be surprised at the credit my tongue gets me, Your Reverence.
I believe I've already heard.
You have begun practicing new magical forms. Interesting.
Oh,
You seem to be drawing energy across the veil.
did he
Wisps
not?
too simple to be considered spirits. I believe Dorian uses similar magic,
necromancy.
as do the Mortalitasi of Navarra. Why did you choose such an esoteric area of study?
All right. I'm gonna have to headcanon this as well.
I hoped that studying such magic would help me better understand spirits.
While our
Good,
fight
that's good,
affords
that's
little time for formal study, the wise can better themselves even in the midst of battle. Perhaps especially then. I hope your new studies serve you well. Did you need anything else?
They will.
I'd like to hear more about what you saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I would be happy to share it with you.
me about a spirit you encountered.
The Alamari crossed the Frostback Mountains to escape a beast they called the Shadow Goddess in their story. I met the spirit that they fled. She walks the fade along the southern tundra, weeping lonely and forgotten. Great Ferelden formed because a lonely spirit drove her prey away.
Tell me about the old ruins you explored.
I found an ancient dwarven thaig no longer sheltered by the stone. An earthquake had exposed it all to daylight. 1,000 dwarven corpses lay, the victims of a dark-spawn horde. Their last stand marked by one great ring of armor. In the middle, one small body, clutching tightly to a small stuffed toy.
Oh.
Tell me about the old memories you found in the Fade.
I saw a dwarf emerge into the light of day and shield his eyes against the sun. The first time he had seen it, the tears were streaming from his eyes. I thought them from the blazing light, until I saw the rock he held so tightly. Then he laid the rock down gently, and he left it as he walked away.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
I've already done the book. Quest. Alright. Didn't count for nothing, so let's go up here and talk to Dorian. Oh, now he's actually in the right position.
Oh, I...
What's going on
I
here?
interrupt this.
It
the first
seems
time.
the revered mother is concerned about my undue influence over you.
It is just concern. Your worship, you must know how this looks.
You might need to spell it out, my dear.
This man is of Tevinter. His presence at your side, the rumors alone.
What's wrong with him being from Tevinter, specifically?
I'm fully aware that not everyone from the Imperium is the same.
How
No,
kind
just
of
like
you to
everyone from
notice.
Browland's not the same.
Yet
just like
still,
Browland's
you
not the
bow
same,
to
just
the
like all
opinion of the
nobles aren't the same.
masses.
The opinion of the masses is based on centuries of evidence. What would you have me tell them?
The truth?
The truth is I do not know you, and neither do they. Thus, these rumors will continue.
Oh? I'd like to hear what these rumors are exactly.
I could not repeat them, your worship.
Repeat them. So you've shared them before.
See, I meant no disrespect, Inquisitor. Only to ask after this man's intentions. If you feel he is without
So concerned about
ulterior
rumors you're
motive,
spreading.
then I humbly beg forgiveness of you both.
Come on.
Well, that's something.
She didn't get to you, did she?
No, it takes more to get to me than thinly veiled accusations.
You don't think she'll do anything?
Do what? Yours is the good opinion I care about, not hers. I don't know if you're aware, but the assumption in some corners is that you and I are intimate.
But that's a lie. There's no truth to it at all.
Has that ever stopped anyone?
It should.
You're such an idealist. Perhaps it's odd to say, but
Yeah.
I think of you as a friend, Inquisitor. I have precious few friends. I didn't think to find one here. Don't speak. I detest confessions, and I'd like to get this over with. Allow me to say I'll stand beside you, against Corypheus, my countrymen, or spurious rumor, so long as you'll have me.
Damn right. Sweet.
Something you need?
Oh.
I should go.
Dorian. Just friends, buddy.
Rather like watching you leave.
It doesn't surprise me you found the wardens mixed up in all this.
Oh.
From first-hand experience, you should be wary anytime my old order is involved.
Oh, go on.
You were once a Grey Warden.
I already have.
Mine is an unusual circumstance, Inquisitor. Normally one is part of the Order until death. But long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a warden.
They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened. So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first warden ever to be kicked out. Quite the achievement.
You sound happy about it.
Becoming a warden seemed like
a dream at first,
towards
but sure.
the end, however,
So I've definitely
my brothers and sisters,
Death has
it
got
also
to
made
be
me unique.
right there. Oh right, I have a bunch of stuff here from the Dragonlings.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor.
Has it?
Here it is.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Adequate. Based on a partial improvements to Skyhold.
Bear updated. Damage bonus against beasts. Oh, I like this.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
What does it say about continued research? Oh, never mind. Okay,
Can't talk, Inquisitor. Too much to do.
fair enough, buddy. I can. Yeah, let's go upstairs. Do Lily, and this is the only one up here. Let's see.
At your service, my lord.
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
Okay then.
I'll leave you to your work.
Why do these books keep appearing? Keep it down here. What did I just say? Right here. Go through here. And we can talk to Vivienne. Hello.
Far be it for me to suggest a training adjustment.
Is that's like a Dalish garb. No, that's like that's an elf straight up. That's Dalish. I remember seeing that clothing on the elves from the other games.
Yes?
Do you have something new? Nope. But she is up here, and I don't know why.
Inquisitor.
Oh, you just Roman?
Inquisitor.
Yep. Just coming to say hi to Vivienne. Okay. Next, see if we can get something out of her for the quest that happened. Yep.
Good book?
Ah! I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, are you blushing?
What would I have to blush about?
You tell me.
It's of no interest to you, I'm certain.
Romance novel.
It's a book.
I can see that.
It's one of Varric's tales. Swords and Shields. The latest chapter.
So you like to read. What's wrong with that?
It's frivolous. There are more important things for me to do.
That's just her favorite.
Nobody asked you to winter.
I couldn't finish the last one you lent me. I actually feel dumber for having tried.
It's literature. Smutty literature. Whatever you do, don't tell Varric.
Oh, funny. Oh, God. Oh, I was about to say, it's kind of silly, but no, I think Somley might actually be interested. And it's like, I had never considered to read smutty literature. Sure.
Maybe I should read that book.
You? No.
Why not me?
You're the Inquisitor.
Oh, I see.
They're terrible. And magnificent. And this one ends in a cliffhanger. I know Varric is working on the next. He must be. You could ask him to finish it.
Oh my God.
Command him to. Pretend you don't know this about me.
What have you done, Varric? What have you written? You're breaking Cassandra, Varric.
I understand the Inquisition has tracked down the missing Seekers. Care Oswin. I didn't see Ban Loren as the sort of nobleman that would become involved in this war. The sooner we go there, the sooner I can put this search behind me.
So that book you were reading.
Yes, what of it?
So under that taciturn shell beats a true romantic heart.
Why must it be an accusation? Romance is not the sole province of dithering ladies in frilly dresses. It is passion. It is being swept away by the pursuit of an ideal. What is not to like about that?
It's just a little unexpected.
I don't need anyone picturing me mooning over stolen kisses.
Is that what you're doing? Mooning?
I will never hear the end of this, will I?
Porcus.
I understand you've been looking into the spells of the Mortalitasi. Only a certain kind of person is drawn to necromancy. My uncle found it fascinating.
Where she comes from.
What do you mean by a certain kind of person?
A morbid kind. Drawn to flesh and corpses and... well, growing up in Navarre, it seemed like an obsession to everyone around me. My uncle always had a corpse in the manse, anointing it with perfumes and reading to it as if it were a child. Whatever your interest, I hope you don't go as far as he. The smell of embalming fluid is unpleasant.
You never know.
I have some more questions.
As you wish.
Tell me about your brother.
Let's see if I can...
Anthony was older than I, a dragon hunter, who showed what a Pentagast could truly be.
You killed 2 dragons already.
I wanted to hunt dragons as he did.
And you have.
Forbade it. Anthony promised to train me in secret.
Killing blows twice.
We would hunt together one day, brother and sister, vanquishing the beasts of old.
He's dead.
And then he died on me.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pried.
No, it's fine. A group of apostates wanted dragon blood, and wanted Anthony to get it for them. He refused, and they killed him for it. In front of me. I begged the Chantry to let me become a Templar. Instead, they sent me to the Seekers. It took many years to let go of my drive for vengeance.
So you blamed all mages for the actions of a few apostates?
I was young. Magic was frightening. It all seemed pointless. I sometimes wonder how different my life would be if Anthony was still alive. Would I be a dragon hunter? Married to some noble fool, a mother of 3? I cannot say. I take solace in believing the Maker has a plan, but he is not always kind.
No, he is not.
I'll let you get
That's
back
why
to
you
work.
follow Andraste. That's why. Focus on Andraste. I want to go in here next, right? Yep, right here. Okay. Give me some new music, please, for my collection. Crown.
Your worship.
Can you put some new missions on my map?
Can you think of any other
What did I
tasks
just say?
suitable for the charges?
Something
Nothing
right
jumps
on
out
that
at
way.
me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
Can we talk
Not sure
about
I
the
said the
bull's
sentence
charges?
I thought I was trying to say.
Certainly. What can I tell you? We had these villagers pay us with rice one time. Should have seen the chief's face. Him and me and 5 guys defending the town from 50 bandits, and they pay us in bags of rice. Chief always took money up front after that. He also learned how to make this rice pudding dessert. It's awful. It's pretty good.
It's Portuguese, is what it is.
We'll talk later.
I'm not a big fan. Yeah, but everyone loves it. But I'm not a big fan.
Man, those serving girls are frisky.
You said we should go get some drinks and meet your company.
Yeah, come on. It'll be fun.
Cool.
Ah, good. We're not drinking alone. How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship. I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
Do you prefer Creme or Cremisius?
Crem's faster. The chief's nicknames usually end up sticking.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Qun.
They ever wear shirts under the Qun, chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, creme.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
Who are the others?
A lot of the Chargers went looking off for stronger drinks. Let's see, who's left? We've got Rocky and Skinner there. And over there are Stitches, Dalish,
Yes.
and
Oh, she looks
Grim.
cool.
Crazy bunch of assholes, but they're mine.
Oh, sweet. You can find out more.
So, how do you join the Chargers?
Killed some people.
Skinner didn't take kindly to nobles testing their new
nickname.
swords on the elves in her alienage.
Bull took me in. Now I get paid to kill shams.
This is actually really good behavior for her. She's not marking her territory or anything.
Okay.
Grim, is it?
Grim doesn't talk much. I'm pretty sure he's the lost king of some small country, or chieftain, something like that.
Okay.
Were you born on the surface, or are you from Orzammar?
Orzammar. I got exiled. Stupid noble crap. Also, I
Nice guy, dude.
accidentally blew up a bit of the shape rate.
Rocky's one of our best sappers. He can take down enemy fortifications faster than a golem.
I'm also working on my own version of Kunari black powder. I've almost got it.
Yeah, you really don't.
Interesting.
Why aren't you with your clan?
Our keeper thought I should see the world a little.
Dalish don't have Templars, so they can't have too many mages in a clan at once.
Now, sir, you know I'm not a mage. That'd make me an apostate.
You carry a staff, Dalish.
It's a bow.
A bow with a giant glowing crystal at the tip.
Yes,
Love it.
it's for aiming. Old elven trick you wouldn't understand.
I take it you're the company healer.
Yes, first time I ever picked up a sword was when the Blight hit Ferelden. Never put it back down.
He makes a potion that'll put you right back on your feet after even the toughest fight. It tastes terrible, though.
That's because it's a poultice, sir. You're not supposed to drink it.
Oh, yeah.
You've got a good company,
great.
Bull.
Ah, we do all right.
Eesh.
Man can beat the Chargers, cause what hits you where it hurts. Unless you know a tavern with loose cards and looser skirts. For every bloody battlefield will gladly raise a cup. No matter what tomorrow holds, our horns be pointing up.
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet some of my team.
I would do a DLC with just the Chargers. Just the Chargers.
Pleasure as always, boss.
Preferably with Dusk.
I'd like to hear more about the Chargers.
Always happy to talk about my guys. What do you want to know?
I'd like to know more about Krem.
He's a good soldier, and a better second in command. The troops need someone to complain to when I'm being a hard ass. He's good for that.
Oh.
You don't have any problems with him being a woman?
The Canaries don't give a shit.
Not a woman. Look, I've got horns. You can shoot fire out of your ass. We're probably not the best people to go around deciding what's normal. Krem's a good man. I don't give a nug's ass that it's a little harder for him to piss standing up.
You don't have a problem with him being
it.
from Tevinter?
Nah.
But you hate the Vince?
Sure, but he's not a Vint. He's just Krem. I can get worked
This is
up
very
about
Kuhn.
a group or a nation just fine, but people, it's too much work to hate them one by one.
Which is interesting because none of them are actually Kunari. I don't think they follow the Kun, but he seems to be applying his culture and understanding to his company, which I can't even explain. The Kun is very hard, but I know what I'm thinking. It's very interesting.
What are the craziest jobs you've ever taken?
Besides this one, there's a lot of violence between the nobles here, but that's standard work. The fun stuff is when they party. They always want to impress each other, and that means getting something shiny. We've hunted wyverns, fought through caves to find some old magical crap, even went giant baiting once.
What's giant baiting?
So this old guy, Comte Van Chess has some kind of a pageant planned, but he needs a giant, which is off in some damn cave. He's got some kind of rare charm to control the giant.
Oh dear.
But no way he's going into that cave himself.
Didn't something go
So
wrong?
we go in, kill some spiders, find the giant, and wake it up. It attacks us because, of course, it does. And we let the big bastard chase us outside where Van Chess is waiting.
That was actually your plan? To let a giant chase you?
Yeah, we had to stay out of reach, but close enough that it wouldn't give up. It was tricky. Good news is the giants are slow. Long as my guys ahead could clear out the spiders, we were fine.
Oh my god.
Bad news is the giant spiderwebs slow you down a bit more than you think.
But at least Comte Van Chess got his giant for the pageant.
Turned out that charm was a phony. Giant ate the
Oh
poor
my
guy
god.
alive. It's okay though. We still got paid.
How did you start the group?
It's easy to make a name for yourself as a merc when you're a head taller than most folks. I spent a year or two working for Fisher's Bleeders, but their captain was crap. Figured I could do better. The best folks in the Bleeders agreed with me, so we split off.
I imagine Fisher disagreed.
He came at me. I snapped his sword in half, and we talked things out over drinks.
You have people from plenty of different backgrounds in your group.
Yes, well, when you're in Orlais and you look like me, you can't be picky about who you take in. A lot of them got turned away from other companies that didn't want a knife here, or a crazy dwarf. Their loss. You get my back in a fight and carry your own weight, you're good with me.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
A little worried about Bull. Just because of his career. I mean, he doesn't lie about
I
it.
can't understand
which is
how those
respectable,
women in the
but-
kitchen can be awake so early after the night we had.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
My god, Bull.
Good to see you, boss.
Are we actually done this
See you
time?
later, Bull.
We are.
Nice talking with you, boss.
We're both drunk. Let's go home.
How you
Oops.
doing?
Crap.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Stop. Stop it. Let's go upstairs. Slowly without hitting other keys. Please.
We were set to lose how many? And the charges blew through and saved the lot.
I know. That wasn't a battle, it was a brawl.
Still wouldn't trust them with a coin, but I'll take their help over dying against a wall.
Don't let them hear you say it.
My mouse has finally told me it's time. It's time. I cannot continue this. Oh, no, they're still here. I guess I'll click on the book again.
I can talk with you.
Yes. Anytime you want, Cole.
I'd like
No,
to
I
talk
said no.
about what happened to you before we met.
Still going.
What do you want to know?
Or does it matter? No, I'm gonna ask some
What
stuff
did you
that's
mean when you said you
relevant
killed
to the
mages?
game so far.
Some of the mages at the Spire wanted to die. Too sad, too scared, too much. I didn't know what I was. A ghost, I thought. Fading in the fade. When I came to them, they could see me. I used the knife to set them free. When Reese found out, he made me stop, made me understand. There were other ways to help. I didn't know. She knows they're going to kill her, can only save what's important. Precious space to remember her smile.
She knows they're going to kill her. Can only say what's important. Precious space to remember her smile.
I'd like to talk with you about Templars.
They're heavy with forgotten songs, like Varric. Some of them are too loud. It's hard to stay near them. Cullen is softer, but demons asked questions that hurt him. Evangeline was kinder. I want to explain, but Reese's mother spoke to spirits, but not to him. Then she died for a Templar he loved. Words just bounce off the edges.
Can you tell me more about how the Templars feel to you?
They feel older than they look. They've been changed, and their bodies are incomplete now. Delirium helps, but their bodies always want to connect to something older, bigger than they are. That's why they block magic. They reach for that other thing, and magic has no room to come in. Like when I listen to Varric.
What's your general opinion of Templars?
Some like hurting mages. It makes them happy, or less afraid, or dreams again. Woke up shaking, stalking the ground for one who looks like her. Always some rule being broken. But not all Templars listen when whispers crawl around inside them. They try to protect people, like Cullen. The good ones remember that mages are people.
Right.
Can you tell me more about how the Red Templars are different?
The Red Lyrium is different, darker. Daggers under the skin. It eats you inside until you're nothing. They hear a different song. The song behind the door old whispers want opened. They are dead and dark and done.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
There's been a door motif going on too. Trying to pay attention to it.
Smile from the enchanter as the candle
there's like the Luvian, and there's
the walls are safe. She will never be hungry
it's like
again.
every door. A breath caught smile from the enchanter. Oh yeah, that's probably the ones he killed, maybe. Yeah, the in the book they talk about, at least when David Gator is writing, that crossing a door in the Fade is like a threshold. It's like it allows you to cross thresholds and stuff like that, and it's a symbol in fantasy in general.
I'd like to talk about what happened to you before we met.
What do you want to know?
Man, there's a lot I can still ask about. Yeah.
You said Seeker Lambert told you what you were.
I'm hiding Reese from him, but he chants words and sees. I won't let you hurt Reese. My nose explodes, a shower of blood. Just another parasite that's wormed its way into our world, feeding off all the things you can't have. What we found at Adamant made him angry. We were the first rock rolling at the top of a mountain. He had to stop us. He killed so many. He didn't care. Cold, corrupt. So I came and killed him.
If you hated Seeker Lambert, why go to the Seeker Fortress?
Because he was right. I was a demon. I saw demons at Adamant. They put people in the dark, in the old hurts. I didn't want to be that. I heard the old songs of the Templars at Val Royeaux.
It's so blurry now with what's
if
what.
I forgot, fought, fell
It's
to
all
felling,
words.
Templars would kill the demon. I wouldn't hurt anyone again.
What can you tell me about Reese?
He was a mage. He saw me when most couldn't, and he remembered.
He was sensitive
He helped
to
me,
yeah.
and I watched over him. I worried Evangeline would hurt him. She was a Templar, but she didn't like hurting people. When I left, she stayed. Now she watches over him. They should have been with the rebels. Maybe they ran away together instead.
So they don't
Neither
confirm
of them
anything.
like killing.
If you like, I could use the resources of the Inquisition to locate your friend.
No. If they are alive and safe, they should stay away. The last time he saw me, he didn't want to look at me. He saw a monster. Let him forget.
Oof.
What was the Spire like when the Mage Rebellion started?
Dead and dying, begging and bloody. Some wanted freedom, some peace, some war. Some wanted it all to stop. Evangeline was a Templar, but she helped Reese help the others. She set them free. Adrian was a mage, but she killed mages to force the fight. She wanted blood. Reese just wanted
Adrian's
to
a
help,
tricky one through the whole book.
stop people hurting. Maybe that's why he saw me.
What can you tell me about Adamant Fortress?
It is old, full of sadness and pain. It should be torn down.
I wonder if we
The
get the
veil
clue.
is thin. We found a demon there. It had touched a man and made him real again.
Crazy.
It scared Reese and Evangeline. The man wasn't supposed to be real. Then the demon found us. It put me back in the cupboard on the bad day. Reese and Evangeline.
Oh yeah, that was a creepy scene, man. These memories, because I'm still like these things are fresh because I'm reading through this stuff literally within like 24 hours. But the cupboard scene, it's in the fade, and then when they're looking for him, he's like, it's like an 8-year-old boy or 9-year-old boy underneath the covers. But you get the sense, and that's why I say that I think this person here was someone. Oh, it was a creepy scene. If you haven't read the book, I feel like I'm gonna spoil something, so just skip a couple seconds. But they open up the cupboard and he's holding even younger kid, like a baby sort of thing. And it's like, I presume it was like a sister, and because they had to stay quiet from the abusive, I believe it was a father, unless I'm missing, unless it was uncle, but I think it was a father, to stay quiet or whatever, because the mother, I guess, tells them to hide, and then the baby starts crying, so he makes the baby stop crying by covering its mouth, and that's the dream. So like, we don't know what's real and what's not, but that was one of those imprints. That's why I feel like at some time, this Cole, whatever his real name might have been, was that kid. Then he grows up, he likely becomes broken, has, just mental health issues, which leads him to kill. I might have not got to that part in the story where maybe they reveal other things. I've got maybe a quarter of the book left. And then when he dies, or he gets captured, he gets put into this at the beginning of the book, because everything's out of order too, because of the way that these, anyways. So the Templars catch him, put him in the tower, and then put him in the cell. But I guess based on the first prologue or first chapter, they forget him there. And so the assumption is that he was left there to die. Like they just forgot him there. That's how I took it. Now, they either forgot him there or something happened, and it was so long ago that he literally decayed. That's how long ago. Or he was left there, but because of the fade being thin, perhaps he was mortal, but he was kind of in the half of like he, it's hard to explain, like he was like dying, and then because of the energies and whatever, maybe he got caught somewhere in the middle where he was alive but not alive, but he was dying, and he wanted to die, and then maybe somewhere it's like he wasn't quite dead, but he was no longer alive, and the fate sort of got him stuck in the middle, and then he became more ghost-like until at some point he can manifest himself into solid and has a different, so yeah. Or like if he was a person, became a ghost, then maybe it could have been like that, a spirit along with the energies of a spirit. For example, he talked about how Immortal Tassi can bring, I'm speculating at this point, but can raise the dead, like put figments, like fragments of figments of whatever he said, where it's like the energies that form a spirit, but before even the spirit, like there's like layers of that get put into a body, and it's almost again like a proto form of a spirit, even where it's the energies of possible life. And so maybe like something like that, but like I don't even know, like a fragment of a figment of what could potentially be a demon. I don't know. Like maybe that merges in with the whatever he became, and then so he is a unique being. But I think it's.
Talk to you later.
How do you know?
You can probably break it down and repeat it in the lore if the lore actually
behind the noise. The little bottle makes him shake, but he tests the chains.
I don't remember what this is tied to, but
I'd like to talk with you about the Inquisition.
The lore could figure it out.
People talk like it's a person, but it's not even a thing. A dagger can be a way to let pain out, but even if it isn't, it's still a dagger. The Inquisition isn't real unless it has something real to make it. It's like a spirit.
Yeah, I know exactly. Kind of what I'm trying to say. never going to be able to explain it. I know what I'm thinking. Thinking about the flaw, because it goes back down to the thinking of the belief of an idea. The idea becomes more real, and then but that idea needs to come from some aspect of the idea, and then it can become manifest as real. But if people stop believing it as something, then it stops having meaning, it stops having definitions, it stops becoming real. This is all his whole existence and understanding of everything.
I've heard about some oddities here in the keep.
To firm old philosophy.
Yes. Maybe. What was it?
One example, I don't remember what flaw, I forget, but I know there's a proverb. It's like if a tree falls in a forest and no one's around to hear it, does the tree fall? Well, how do you know if no one's around to hear it? Then a 1,000 trees can fall. If no one hears that the trees fell, there's no way to validate that a tree has fallen, right? So the tree might very well have fallen, but until you perceive it, until someone perceives something happening, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Until it exists, it doesn't exist. So that's kind of, I believe that was either Hume or Berkeley, but there was one of those that talked about perception, like how perception matters, being able to apply your senses to something. I think it was Berkeley, because it's to perceive is to believe, something like, or to believe is to perceive. I came up with some line that made sense to me back in the day. Holy crap, he's still got so much to say, because I've been putting it all off, but I'm afraid at this point I'm going to be missing things if I don't start just pushing things, you know?
Someone found a barrel full of misplaced daggers. Was that you?
What?
They were safer there.
No.
Safer than on someone's belt, where they could draw them in the heat of an argument.
They would have been sad later.
Interesting. Yeah, okay, it's all the stories we've been hearing. Yeah, see, I needed to get to this point, man. Oh my gosh.
I assume you're responsible for the turnips that have shown up in the fireplaces?
They don't smell the same raw.
You needed that soldier to smell them, so he could die thinking he'd gone home.
He did go home.
Right. Oh, damn.
Someone is leaving peeled plums on the windowsill. It's attracting flies.
Spiders need to eat.
Wow, yeah, this is actually like old apothecary stuff.
And healers need something to treat infected wounds, like spider webs.
The plums are already
Pretty sure.
But they don't mind helping.
Someone stole an entire cheese wheel.
Mice like cheese.
Do mice also like bowls of crushed mint?
That was for the cats.
So the cheese lures the mice, and the mice lure the cats, and then they smell the mint.
Mint makes the cats dance and play.
Oh my god.
Then the cook laughs at the cats instead of yelling at the scullery maids.
Kitchen fires are hot, like when Haven burned.
Oh jeez.
The old cook lies under rocks. His head is in pieces. She needs to make it all work, so nothing will burn again. But if she laughs, she forgets for a while.
Wow.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
Stop that.
Old pain.
See?
Shadows
Told you.
forgotten from dreams too real. This side is slow and heavy, but here is what can change.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
Here's where time actually matters. Wow. Whoa. Alright, seriously.
Oh.
This weekend. What am I missing?
Well, let me know if you find
Oh, of course. Sorry. So no, I don't think that. I think that's all the same.
We'll see. Getting serious about mage stuff, magic, things. How about not so much? Just asking for not so much magic. Great, yeah?
You don't like magic. I got it.
What do you think about the people who have
All
gathered?
right. I think
Again
I've
with
asked
your
all.
people. Right, which ones?
I think I.
We'll talk later.
I
Food,
think
right? I'll be here.
Asked her. Now. Oops.
Hey,
Search
it's
something
you
else
again.
Missed. Oh.
Are things playing out the way you expected?
Cassandra laid it out, right? You're the big hat now. Gonna make everything the way it should be. Train's nice, I suppose. Coryphe's bit, though. Height.
Do you have any worries about how my magic is developing?
Really? You have to ask what's so bad about the magic stuff. Necro, whatever.
What?
Necro doesn't mean Sarah happy.
Necromancer. The manipulation of spirits.
Not helping. I don't understand that stuff. It's scary to anyone smart enough to think for a second. You shouldn't be scary. You're the Inquisitor.
Have you looked at my face?
What has you so scared?
You really don't know? Most people are scared. I mean, there's lots of mages here, but most never see one. Never. You're weird, and I know you, so you're not scary. But lots of people don't know you. I don't want you to be just a scary mage.
That's what I've been my whole life, Sarah. Ooh, I like that. I mean, that would have been late game zombie based on decisions. Like, if now I don't know. This game is throwing a couple things at me with the Andraste angle, so like the hard Andraste angle. So I don't know right now. I have to. I'm working on something for how that Mortal is because a lot of that tree is about instilling fear in the enemy. I like the idea, like the fear of God, right? So it's like the fear of Andraste, like. If you're against what Andraste wishes of you, then it's sort of like he's almost like tapping into the Fade, and he's projecting images that I mean, in his head they would be like their worst nightmares as being, you know, against Andraste. And if it's an animal, I don't know what an animal's afraid. Point is, so
this is what I am. I have to embrace it. Too much depends on me.
Move forward.
Right, now you've got to make me feel bad for being frightened. Fine, whatever. Just so we're clear, though, that corpse stuff is friggin' weird.
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Again, with your people. Right, which ones?
Check Solus again.
What about Solus?
Solus? His head's crammed up 1,000 years ago.
Alright, interesting use of words there. I'm trying to find the other mage here, man. There, it's good to know. Investigate. There we go, Dorian.
What about Dorian?
He's fun.
That's right.
Could lose a bit more to Vinta.
No problem with him. He's a mage. She's a bitch.
What's your opinion of Vinta?
She's a bitch, but she knows. She better.
Alright, well that's it.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
Okay, sorry, am I missing someone going down the line in my brain? Blackwall.
Let me know if I
Buy, sell, what? I don't remember seeing you here.
Inquisitor,
Who are
you have come to the attention of the powerful, and I am
Is that the mission we did?
Monsieur Faris at your service.
Oh yeah, Ferris, that's right.
You will find my wares unique. I sell influence.
Oh? What does that mean? What the hell do you mean by that? Oh. Oh, the codex. Oh, wow. What? No. No, okay, wait. Okay, these aren't codexes. Okay, jeez. Ooh, this is interesting. What is this? What? Okay. Subtly favorable trade agreements with a merchant house. Grants a small increased Inquisition power and influence. You do this for, oh, like literally, game influence. Inquisition influence. These are worth more, I suppose, up here? No, they're still worth it. Look how much they cost, though. No, maybe there's something I'm missing. Okay, so this is something favorable trade agreement with a grants a small increase in Inquisition power influence. So I think this is just, oh, but this is XP, man. So it's like changing money, exchanging money for influence, but then influence gets you perks. I sort of want it because I want those perks faster so I can get to that lockpick, even though I don't want to do it, but so we'll move on. Oh, okay, then these accords are a document committing the undeclared assistance of certain city officials grants a moderate increase. Oh my. This is money for influence, in-game money for influence. Then we have compact. Grants a significant increase. Those are expensive as hell. And then we have favors. Grants a major increase. Sorry, that's over 10,000. I just realized I gotta go back to Val Royo. It's been ages, but I know what I need to get. I can't spend all my money on a mystery box. Oh, there's a horse here. I gotta get a horse. Or Dracula's, or whatever it was that opened up to us. Let's get... What? There's more. Wild Heart. Why do I feel like I have that? What? Oh no, I went... There it is. Abyssal Hangtooth. At home in the Western approach, none of its kind can be called common. Responsive, but not shy. Before I do this, I'm going to actually save. There we go. Because I think I have some of these, and I don't want to be wasting money for doubles, please. Do it again. Sorry, keep hitting knee. Don't know why. So, because I know I have this one, the Surefoot. So, Terrashant. Oh, God. Wild Heart, that was expensive. Oh, my God, that was white. Oh, my God, my mystery box. No. I can't get the mystery box again. I don't want to go to Val Royo anyways. Oh, for a color change? I paid for a color change? Oh, man. Oh, God, this is going to cost. Rarely seen the Hunter Shades. Hardy and Power. No, okay, I read that one. And then we have the Hearts. Right, you went for this thing. Again, just go. Ooh, that's a nice one, though. Unervingly intelligent, willing to correct its rider. What does that mean? What the hell does that mean? Wild Heart. Tamed, but not broken. Nor could it be. What does that mean? I'm sure these things mean something. This will be fun to try out. Once thought to be only a myth, now here in the flesh. Okie dokie. And then I literally forgot the other one. I like the unicorn. I like this one. I like the what markings on it, but I'm willing to try this one next. And then I think these are color change. And then we have the one with barding. And I don't know what that's supposed to look like, but maybe fast and resilient. These horses are right.
Inquisition?
Yep, as far as I can tell, the only one that would double up is the Brazilian Surefoot. I ended up loading it back. Swiftwind, that one I have, and this one I don't have. So I don't know why this one's here. When I have like tremendous amounts of money and I've spent the 10k on the mystery box, then I will I'll get this just to get it out of the inventory because it bothers the hell out of me. That's the reality. Blackwall, you're the last one, dude.
Yes.
Like I didn't. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not gonna make a whole episode of it. No, I always end up having a whole episode.
What do you think of the Inquisition?
Oh, it's a griffin.
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
Do you have anything to say?
You must have some feeling.
About...
Sarah doesn't know who she is or what she
I don't
wants.
like the way he does his, so I'm done talking. I thought I expected more yet. Cool. I didn't catch it the first time. I thought it was a horse. He's in a friggin' stable. I thought it was a horse. Did I talk to everyone? Here's one way to do it. Go to character record. Here we go. Iron. Oh, you know what? While we're in here, Iron Bull. Let's get this Terrifying Fury, I guess. Fervor. Enemy dies near the thrall of death. Spurs you to hit that much harder. We have Terrifying Fury. Critical strikes have a chance to cause a gory mess and send nearby enemies fleeing in panic. Oh, it's like a trigger. I don't really. No, that's fine. Enemy dies near you. The thrill of death spurs you to hit harder. For how many? For 5 seconds. And then this one is Scented Blood. Being near a badly wounded enemy spurs you. Yeah, this one's good. Done. And then, so I've talked to you. Varric, I've talked to you. I might put him back. Well, we're almost at the end here. So, Elemental Mines. And take them down. Your experience with finding and pointing out enemy vulnerabilities gives the entire party. Yes. Varric, done. Solace. Rift. Firestorm. As a Twisting Veil. You cast stray magic around weakened enemies and use them to increase the damage of your own attacks. Damage versus weakened. How do I weaken an enemy? Weakened enemies have the damage they inflict reduced. Okay, debuffer. No, I'm okay with this one. It's passive or good. Solace. Talk to Vivienne. Talk to. Yeah. Knight Enchanter. We're gonna go with Resurgence. Yup. Call upon Benign Restore that. Yep. Super health. So we have that option if I need it for super fight. Cole, we definitely talk to. I'm gonna go down the assassin tree. We're gonna do the shadow one. Done. Ooh, I wanted to take something else with him. It's too late. That's fine. And then for Blackwall, we're going to Adamant. You've trained hard and you know how to make the most of whatever armor you're. Oh my god, an armor bonus. Oh my god. Just tank it. Tank it. Dorian. Yep. Okay. Necromancy. Let's take you down. Let's see. Death nearby. You have learned to leave enemies. You know what? I can just not go down this. Or I don't like this one. It's good, but I don't want them to die in general. Ooh, but on like a dragon fight, at least you get this guy coming back up. But for 10 seconds, I feel like it's not enough. Takes on your likeness and fights on your behalf for a short time. You know what I mean? Like, especially in AI. Especially in AI. Like, Walking Bomb is the only cool thing about this one. Death Siphon. Every time an enemy dies nearby, you gain both men. I guess. Do the Siphon for health. That makes sense. Sarah. Let's go back to Bo. Let me just see if she's got all that. She can go to Stunning. Briefly unconscious by the power of your shot. Or enemies hit by a full draw are immobilized. It's kind of like, okay, that's kind of neat actually. Or we have Caltrops. Cover a wider area, causing enemies to bleed over. Okay, and then tread upon your Caltrops are okay, immobilized. This one is look like it hurt. The worst mistake your enemies can make is to let you see them flinch. Whenever you score a critical hit, you regenerate stamina. This gets you where? And then get you here. I don't really like any of those. I could start taking her down here. Oops. Because, oops. But all but invisible, the enemy's attack and stealth gives you a bit. You know what? I will. I'm gonna go this because it's not with blades. It says with it's like with anything. Attack and stealth gives you a damage bonus and brings you back to the enemy's attention. Dealing damage to enemies reduces. I think, but this will work with blades. So I might start taking it down that path before going back to alchemy. What is it? Tempest. I already have this one. 1,000 cuts. I have a ring for this. Yeah, but the rest I don't know right now. Sarah, okay, talk to Cassandra. Talk 3 points. Oh my god, I took her on the dragon. There's no way. There's no way I took her on a dragon fight and I didn't level her. I haven't leveled her for a while, so I think I had. Well, I would have had 1 point. She would have been level 12 maybe. Well, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. There's the rally. There's the rally. So yeah, you inspire your allies to fight harder. Your party's guard, stamina, and mana build up over time, and all party members gain damage resistance against incoming attacks. This is crazy good. So let's do that one. And then there is no darkness. Your faith is your protection against the elements. And not for you alone, the entire party gains increased resistance. Wow. Not by a lot, but wow. Champions of the Just, your righteous fervor inspires the entire party to fight harder against demons. I use this a lot. What's this? You rally all of your nearby allies to fight with greater strength, especially when facing demons. Oh, I was using that on the dragon. Bah. Attacking enemies while you're affected by blessed blades reduces the cooldown times of your. Oh. Yeah, but that doesn't help me. Allies retain the effect of blessed blades for a short time after leaving the area of effects. When facing demons. That's just a demon thing. I shouldn't be using that in combat. Turn that off. Unless we're doing a rift thing or something like that. Demon killer. Good, great against demons. Maybe endgame. Through faith and will, you dispel all hostile magic from there. Oh, yeah, I didn't do that one. Which doesn't get me there. Even should you fall, you give your allies the strength to fight on harder in your name. She will be the last to fall. I like this one. It's just a good buff, general buff. Wrath of Heaven, you summon a blinding pillar of light that stuns nearby enemies and damages demons. So, not good. Does it hurt other things? That's the thing, I don't know, but against demons, she's a killer, man. Let's do it. At least I know if I'm up against demons, just you take us. You take, and she's probably gonna be Cassandra or Blackwell. Blackwell, I think in general, he's my solid one. Cassandra, maybe for big plot things. Somley, and yeah, we're done. So we've talked to everyone. Might have to tweak some of the behavior again now that all these new powers are in play. I got to disable some stuff, etc., etc. And I think that's it. I have to go. I didn't do the prison again. I don't know how much I have to cut around because there was a lot of talking, so it's not like I have a lot of fluff going on.
Inquisitor.
I gotta put it off again. So I'll put off the prison again. I know that throne's waiting for me. That's gonna be cinematic. That's a good way to start an episode, and that 20-hour one is gonna be done. I guess I'll send them for some resources again in the interim. But yeah, then I can kick off. Oh my gosh. Then the episode will kick off. Prison. I've been saying this for 4 or 5 episodes, haven't I? And then we kick off that Western thing. With the Great Forts. There's too much to do. But it's clear. There's so much stuff cleared and out of the way. So nicely done. Whoa. Earned. Regal. Throne accessory. That's right. I haven't messed around with throne accessory stuff in the room. I'm going to forget again. I'm going to forget again. And then, oh, what's this? That's right. Oh, good. I can kick off. Okay, good. Hold on. Continuing research. A neatly filled request form copied and... Wait, I've read this. Did this update or something? No, I think it's something new. So, okay. Request. Tissue samples from... No, we've done this. Yep. Soil samples from... Yep. A copy of Gregor's Worthing's Hala in the Heather, Wolves in the Woods, a naturalist observation apology, but I lost my copy when the circle rebelled. Purpose. The commander has expressed satisfaction with the practical applications of my previous findings. To continue my research, I would conduct an in-depth exploration of the Inquisitor's environmental impact, specifically the sealing of fade rifts on local species. Yeah, I'll send you back out there. 3 hours. Soil samples. Yeah, I mean... Sure. One of our trading partners should be able to find the book. We may purchase the rest from hunters. My men can gather the necessary supplies. So send... No, now we're going to back out. Hold on. That was this one. And then we have locate Reus. And Evangeline. Even though he told us not to? Sister Liliana. Per your request, after seeing that no mage named Reus was present at the conclave at the time of the explosion, I began my search. It appears, based on reports gathered from rebel mages, that Reus had originally intended to be at the conclave, but the former Templar Evangeline persuaded him not to attend. She believed corruption within the Templars sought to exacerbate the conflict, and this merited investigation. Evangeline was last seen not far from Val Fermin, where a merchant described her as fighting other Templars and being taken injured but alive. Rees came through the area not long after, searching for her. The forests near Val Fermin offer many places to hide, but the Inquisition could track down these renegade Templars if you so order. That's interesting. Walker. My men can cut through the forest and recover Reus and Evangeline safely. I'm going to send them out there to do it. Walker knows the area. She and her scouts can get Reus and Evangeline. Same thing, but probably different. Oh, wow. What? Oh, okay. I'm like, I thought it was 2 hours. I don't know what So, and then Josephine, I have friends in the area who would gladly help rescue someone so important. No, I'm... Hold on. So if I send Cullen on this one... This is to purchase the supplies or send them out. Let's do this one, purchase the supplies. That's the 3 hour one. And then Cullen can come here And search for
Inquisitor.
Perfect. Perfect. And that's going to take an hour. Woo! I like seeing the table this clear. It's not intimidating anymore, which is great. It did take something like 10 episodes to pull off. It really did. It really did. But, man, I needed to clear some space there. I can't believe I want to do this right now, but I'm going up to my room. Check out the throne right now. Oh god, this is where I wanted to come. I wanted to go to the under thing to okay, fine, I'll do it. Undercroft. I always forget the name of this damn place. Undercroft to check the throne. Okay, now throne. Now they said throne accessories, not. Is that a whole different set? I don't understand. What did I get? What did I get? What? I really don't. Oh my god, I haven't checked this supply. I haven't checked the shipments for ages. Did I get anything? Well, I clicked on it. Nope. Lying once again. All lies. Alright, we're gonna wrap up here. Hopefully I remember everything that I'm planning. Prison though. Because I just want to see if they're down there, if you can talk to them before you try them. And then we'll try them. And then we'll push the actual quest. The actual. Okay, I'll catch you there. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, everybody. Peace.